breaking news, my country people. Una don hear wetin dey happen. So lately, the ex-president's poster, Goodluck Jonathan's 2027 presidential campaign poster, have been flying around. Yes, my country people, a campaign poster for the 2027 presidential election featuring the former President Goodluck Jonathan surfaced on social media, which has led to rumors about his potential candidacy. The poster, posted by journalist Jackson Ude on Twitter, presents Jonathan as the presidential candidate with the former Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwankwaso as his vice presidential choice. And this situation echoes a similar occurrence in 2022 when a group of supporters from the northern Nigeria bought nomination form for Jonathan to run in the ruling All Progressive Congress during the primaries for the 2023 election. However, Jonathan chose not to enter the race in 2023. So, we all know Jonathan to be the Nigeria's president from 2010 to 2015, and he represented the People's Democratic Party. But now, we are seeing posters flying around calling for Jonathan's 2027 presidency as if he's going for the president, and Rabiu Kwankwaso running for the VP. Guys, this seems to be another form of propaganda, and I don't know what these people stand to gain in this. For crying out loud, we are just coming out of the 2023 elections. We are yet to shake off from the 2023 elections, the aftermath of the 2023 elections, and some posters are already going around, flying around with the face of Jonathan and Rabiu Kwankwaso as the president and also the vice president. Is it not too early? These political propagandas, is it not too early for someone to print a poster? We all know that this is not real Jonathan going for presidency in 2027, and the poster is coming out now. This is really unbelievable, and this has sparked wild speculation across Nigerians, wild reactions from different people concerning this alleged alliance between Goodluck Jonathan and this former Kano governor Rabiu Kwankwaso. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? We know that despite pressure from several persons, Jonathan declared that he will not contest in the 2023 presidential race. So what will make Jonathan to contest now? Even his wife, Patience Jonathan, during an interview, when she spoke with newsmen, said even if they should call her back tomorrow, even if Nigerians should call her and her husband back to the Aso Rock, they will not go there because the stress is too much, the complaints is too much, the problems of Nigerians is too much, they are too much, so they can no longer bear anymore. And she said she would not go back, neither would her husband want to go back as the president. So what's all these rumors and speculations flying around concerning Goodluck Jonathan's alleged 2027 presidential ambition? At this point, I don't see Jonathan in the picture ahead of 2027. I don't see Goodluck Jonathan in the picture ahead of the 2027 elections, because he is not going to come back and run for presidency. He won't come back and run again for presidency. That is something that Goodluck Jonathan will not do. He can only support and endorse those going for his party, the People's Democratic Party, but he wouldn't impose. So my country people, make una come chook mouth for this matter. However, these are reactions from Nigerians. His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Jonathan doesn't have our time now. While Adeo, I pray that Jonathan will not fall into this trap. He is not a man that has mobility for money and power. Remember when Bola Ahmed Tinubu called him a drunkard fisherman, Buhari said he would make Nigeria ungovernable for him. And 2015 came, the same group of people said they wanted power, and he gave it to them. Remember the fourth subsidy, the man listened to Nigerians, but today it takes the grace of God for people to resign because of their president for power, even if the population of Nigeria is reduced to 5%. This is interesting. I wish Jonathan would run for the 2027 elections. His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan does not have that kind of time. Why do they take Nigerians as brainless? Jonathan will not allow them to rubbish. Jonathan, you must not allow them to rubbish your good works. Okay, guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. We all know Jonathan to be the ambassador of peace, and there is no way Jonathan is coming back 2027 to campaign or to run for any position. Jonathan would not come back. He has ruled and he has handed over to these current governments. He ruled and handed over to Buhari, and Buhari ruled and handed over to Tinubu. So Jonathan is not coming back. I know many would wish him to come back and to rule this nation, but I don't see Jonathan coming back. Jonathan has gone way beyond that level of contesting for the presidency again. No, Jonathan has gone beyond that. Jonathan is on a higher level at this point. So we salute Jonathan for his time as the president of this nation when he was the president. I guess back then Nigerians did not see the value of Jonathan. Back then when people were saying Jonathan must go, Jonathan must go, Nigerians never knew what lies ahead of them until Buhari came to power. They now saw that Jonathan was a saint. And the same Buhari, people said Buhari should go, Buhari should go. When Buhari left office, a lot of people were issuing themselves certificate of survival here and there. And Buhari left. Tinubu has come to power now. Buhari is now looking like an angel. When you want to compare between Buhari's regime and Tinubu's regime, Buhari now is looking like an angel. So I have noticed the pattern. It doesn't get better. It doesn't get better. Instead, it gets worse. The previous administration was so bad. The current administration is terrible. And it keeps on getting worse. When will this cycle end? Nigerians deserve better. That's why people are saying, oh, they prefer Jonathan to be president, for him to come and run as president in 2027. Even before we saw this poster with Jonathan and Rabiu Kwankwaso, we saw a certain group had called for Atiku Abubakar to pick Doyidiri as his presidential candidate in 2027, where they also turned back and said that Jonathan should also be given the chance in PDP to pick the ticket, and Doidiri can be his vice president. All those statements. So my country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.